When the will the Scarborough Subway open?
I'm sure that they're going to postpone it like for 2 years more or 2 years more.
From their track record, I don't trust them. Probably gonna be way longer, to be honest.
It would be better if there's a subway that can take it to like my location, but that's not gonna happen until like 10 years from now.
The project deadline is 2030, 7 years from now.
That's what they say.
I was going to ask, do you believe that? Do you
No,
believe that timeline?
not at all.
When the RT shut down 3 months early last summer due to a mechanical failure, Scarborough residents braced themselves for 7 years of buses only. But they had been promised something to make the wait easier. A dedicated busway built on the decommissioned Line 3 that would save 14 minutes on their commute.
Now, that promise has been fully funded to the tune of $70 million after the 2024 city budget was finalized. For Scarborough residents and transit advocates, it's a relief, one that's long overdue.
Shovels should have been in the ground on November 19th, the official day that the RT was supposed to shut down. I'm a member of TTC Riders. I'm a Scarborough resident. I've used TTC my entire life. I can't afford to drive, so I'm on the TTC every day. They should have been proactive. They shouldn't just be designing. Now they're designing the busway. This should have been done ahead of time. Since the early 2000s, politicians were talking about the Scarborough RT being at the end of life when it was 25 years old. They were talking about this since the 2000s. So why was a proper plan not in place?
The TTC board approved the idea for a replacement busway back in 2022, while a City of Toronto staff report said construction could have begun in late 2023 when the RT was scheduled to close. But now, the busway will begin construction in 2025, partly because of City Council delays in deciding how to fund it. The TTC says construction is estimated to take 2 years to finish. That means the busway won't open until 2027, 3 years before the Scarborough Subway extension is set to open in 2030. That is, if the extension opens on time.
There's always going to be like delay when it comes to construction because I'm in that field, so I know it's always going to be like budget issues, worker issue maybe, and yeah. There's always something, so it's never on time.
Metrolinx, along with a group of private contractors called Scarborough Transit Connect, are building the Scarborough Subway extension. Metrolinx has been taking heat for years after failing to meet multiple deadlines for a project that will connect with Kennedy Station, the now infamous Eglinton Crosstown LRT. Construction on the Eglinton Crosstown began in summer 2011. If you've forgotten how long ago 2011 was, here are a few reminders. Torontonians wouldn't learn their mayor smoked crack for 2 more years. Justin Trudeau was 4 years away from becoming prime minister. And Marvel has since released 28 films that Martin Scorsese did not consider cinema. The Eglinton Crosstown is being built by a group of 4 private companies called Crosslinks. The Crosstown was originally slated to open in 2020, but then was pushed to 2021. Since missing that deadline, neither Crosslinks nor Metrolinx have been able to provide a concrete opening date. In 2023, former Ontario Transportation Minister Caroline Mulroney said Crosslinks still hadn't delivered a, quote, credible schedule to finish the project. Metrolinx's latest update is that the opening of the Crosstown will be announced 3 full months ahead of time, whenever that may be.
They have allowed businesses to suffer along Eglinton. I feel really bad for a lot of small businesses that have had to be shut down due to the ongoing construction. I feel bad for the residents that had to deal with the ongoing construction. It's caused a lot of havoc on people's lives, and it's still not done, and we don't even know when it's going to open.
How much do Scarborough residents trust Metrolinx to build this subway in 7 years?
Oh, I can safely say many of my friends, I have so many friends and family in Scarborough, we don't have any faith in Metrolinx because look at the mess that they've created with the Eglinton LRT. And they can't even be transparent. So I honestly don't believe that the subway will be open in 7 years, given their track record.
The lead contractor for the Scarborough Subway extension is Akon, one of the 4 contractors for the Eglinton Crosstown. I reached out to Metrolinx to try to get a concrete opening date for the Scarborough Subway extension. Here's what Metrolinx said. Based on learnings from other complex projects, the Scarborough Subway extension has been split into multiple contracts, which provides more certainty in meeting our targets. An estimated completion date can only be determined once the development phase is completed. So what does that mean? When will the Scarborough Subway extension actually open? Like some kind of transitception, you have to know the timeline within the timeline to know when the subway will be done. But Metrolinx couldn't confirm a completion date for the development phase. As recently as February 7th, their website's frequently asked questions section said, quote, with the TTC decommissioning Line 3, the Scarborough RT, in 2023, 7 years before the extension is completed, after we asked if that date was still valid, something changed on the website. See if you can spot the difference.
Any final thoughts?
Please get it done. Get it done quick. That's all I want.